Hey, I was cracking everyone. First of all, solid edge speculation, my personal theory, my personal opinion, and my findings. This is all for entertainment, all speculation, and everybody mentioned here is all innocent till proven guilty to the court of law. So I keep seeing all my findings being dismissed. So, but I'm not surprised because misinformation, disinformation agents, they have everybody conditioned to dismiss them, but trip out.
It's amazing how much hair will contact and stick to hands. I find that more frequently than just about any other kind of evidence. Hair from perpetrator, and sometimes hair from the victim too, because it's so dynamic. So you're telling me that in, I don't know, in the darkness or whatever the lighting situation was, that this individual, the perpetrator, this monster, came out of the dark and was able to identify this specific individual and target her, because that's what's being implied here, that she was specifically targeted. Ergo, that how this is demonstrated is the fact that her injury is much more robust than any other injuries that anybody might have had. I just don't see how he's arriving at that conclusion.
Right? But it's funny how things change when the narrative changes. You know what I mean? But anyways, I wonder why these guys are kicking right there on the Bandfield. You know what I mean? How does Bandfield stop? It was an act. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently it was reported that somebody reported loud screams. So they try to put this call in as a 301 call, but the timestamps, they don't match up. So, it ain't happening. But on trip out, look how they're kicking somebody right there. So it was all in that. So trip out on this like the moment of silence and everything. These weird things that go on. All right. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Hey, Moscow PD, all three of you. Oh. You two up there. Hey, man, come back here. How old are you guys?
Oh, sir.
How old are you guys? Take it, not 21?
Yeah. 19.
19?
Yep.
Okay, is there a reason why you didn't stop back there?
Yeah.
Well, we saw him talking to him, so we didn't know.
Okay, well, he yelled at you guys and then turned around because he walked up on him. I yelled at you guys, you didn't stop.
No, I did not hear you.
Right, yeah. Well, let's walk back over here, okay?
Sure.
Know what happens next? I already made a video on that, so go ahead and check it out. But trip out on the people that they blurred out and everything that's going on behind these guys. Right here in the Bandfield stop. So, you see all the, like the where it's black right there on top of the car. That's basically what they blurred out. Look. And you guys just zoom in and tell me what you guys see. Look at like in the middle of the screen on top, right on top of the guy's shoulder. You see the face. There's another face on the bottom, another face to the left, right there in the middle, on the top, where it looks black. They all have those whatever they're called, the Freemason whatever suits. Yeah. Look in the bottom, in between the car and the guy's elbow. You see that? They're holding somebody on the floor by the neck. And somebody's on the side. Look at a little more on top. You can see a female right on the top by the guy's shirt. And then to the left by the edge of the car, by the passenger door. Look, somebody else right there. There's somebody on the floor right there too that they're unaliving. Somebody in the middle of the car, their face. They're unaliving somebody. And then more to the left, there's somebody else right there too. Behind the guy in the middle. That's why it's covering. Right there when he moves, you can see a little. All this all the blue stuff, the black stuff, is all added to like blur out. Even the like yellow stuff, that's all added too. But they try to make it look like it's the bushes, you know. But go ahead and go on Google Maps, and you can look at that scene, that street. The bushes don't reach out all the way to right there to the street, especially right there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of footages that you'll see that the bushes don't go out that far. You know what I'm saying? Right there, he's looking at the blood. He's like, oh fuck. And then he turns that way. Look at where he's looking at. I mean, he looks over there. Every time they turn around and he looks back over there, or they do, they look over there exactly. Well, see where that's happening at. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's even somebody inside the car. Because you can see like in the back window, look, and he's just looking. He's just moving around like, what the fuck, you know? Look, right now he's like looking this way. But all those like the little black parts is people. You know what I mean? Remember that wall goes high, like more over there, it goes high. So they're like on the wall, like on the edge of the parking lot inside the building. And that's where the camera from Linda Lane is pointing this way. And it's actually directly like where those guys are at, like where it's higher. Where that little white spot is at, like on the top. Right there where it looks green or dark blue, whatever, like light green. On top of the R, the camera is pointing directly like right there towards that way. That's where the little walkway is at. On the side of the building, or these apartments. Like on my last video, I tried to point out the audio of what's going on. And everybody's like, oh, it's not, you know, coming from inside the house, not from 122. I don't know if they fucking get the point or not. I don't know if they get it, but that's exactly my whole point. That it's not coming from over there, it's outside, you know, it's from over here. It's actually coming from like right here and inside the parking lot. And in the beginning of that video, like everything was coming like from the other side of the building, actually like by the parking lot and then the lane, by the walkway that leads down here, you know. There's two walkways. There's one in front of the 1122, and there's one over there on the other side of the apartments. There's one on each side. So everything went down in between those two walkways on the outside of the house towards Linda Lane, and then they ended up over there in front of the apartments outside on the parking lot, and then out here in the street because they tried to run when these guys jumped in the car and left after these guys. They tried to run, you know, but they caught up to them. Look right there on the floor on the right. You guys see that? I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna be like, I don't see nothing, this, that, is blurred. Yeah, of course. But who blurred it out? They blurred it out. I'm trying to show you guys what's tampered, you know, all that. That's all the stuff they blurred out. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to give you guys more or less where to look at. I mean, I could show you guys a video that's a little more clear, but I mean, what's the point if you guys aren't gonna see it anyways? You guys are conditioned already by all these people that are infiltrated in the chats, YouTubers that are being paid to misguide, mislead you guys, and make everybody look the other way. Everybody, you see all these YouTubers still 2 years later debating about, oh, they went to this room first or that room first. Like, nigga, like that shouldn't even fucking happen like that, right? I mean, they already said the PCA is irrelevant, so what does that tell you? Their story is boo-boo, you know? I bring you guys the fucking real facts, the true shit from the footages, and you guys dismiss it. But you guys are believing all other people's theories and narratives You know what I mean? Speculations without, you know what I mean? Not even a receipt. Like, just because they make it sound good, you know, because they have you got all fucking brainwashed, you know? But it just shows you, you know, the how ignorant most people are. But I mean, at the end of the day, we'll see. You know what I mean? Who was right and who was wrong. And look at like this next footage right here. You think the officers weren't seeing these guys right here? Look at them. You know what I mean? Look how many people are right there. There's people standing behind the car, on the side of the car, behind the door. There's people right there walking. There's a guy right there laying on the side behind Rosenthal, on the floor. You know what I mean? Sitting down. You know what I'm saying? There's a guy right now right there like, opening the door. They're opening the door to the car. You're going to see their back door open, watch. You see all that smoke? That's what they did to the footage. They tampered with it. They blurred all that stuff out. All this stuff is all blurred out. You know what I mean? Look. You see? All that smoke. There ain't no smoke right there like at that time, you know? That's what they added to the footage. All that white stuff right there too. So they don't see the guy that's right there, whatever's happening. You know what I mean? They don't want you to see none of that. But you guys keep believing in whatever they tell you or whatever, you know, what your creators say. But this is this footage is from the Euphoric or whatever. They did a good job of blurring a lot of this stuff out too. And I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. The reason I believe the feds, now this is theory, speculation, right? My personal opinion, but in my opinion, the reason the feds got involved so quick was because these guys were using a suicide simulator to block all the calls. And the suicide simulators are not to be, first of all, they're it's a top secret weapon from the government that they're not even supposed to have, but they still get them in the local police stations because of the supposedly drugs. But they were misused, you know. A suicide simulator is not even supposed to be even brought up in court. It's not even supposed to be acknowledged of its existence. Imagine the scandal it'll cause if it is to be known that these law enforcement used it in the commission of a crime. It'll be a huge scandal, and it'll like basically take it away from everyone, even the federal agencies. So that's why they got involved so quick, because they needed to cover it up. They needed to cover up at least that part that it was used, you know. And for everybody talking about a van and this, that, like, I don't know how stupid fucking people are, but you don't need a fucking van to use a simulator. All you need is a fucking laptop. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need. You could walk with it. You could buy one for $200-300 online. Pineapple, Wi-Fi, Raspberry Pi, etc. Hack RF Porta Pack, the rubber ducky. There's a lot of them. There's so many of them that those gadgets are not patternized or whatever, patented. I mean, it's hackers that created them at that, you know, and they didn't patent it because they, you know, they want to keep using them, and that's why anybody can just get the patent or whatever and the schematics and create one and add whatever they want to it. That's what they do. You could buy one in pieces. You could get one off these websites and they'll send you all the parts and you put it together. You know, there's so many options for those. So they're handheld too. You know, all you need is some. You don't even need a laptop. Like the Hack RF Porta Pack. That's already like a combo put together. Everything. You could even communicate with planes that are passing by with them. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, that's how advanced they are. You could change the prices on the gas station pump. You could change the light from red to green where you're at. So many things you could do with them. But keep being dumb as fuck and keep debating on the second floor, the third floor, or Maddie and was here or there, or you know, come on, that's all extra. You know, that's what they want you to do. That's the reason the PCA was created the way it was, to have you 2 years later almost still debating about the sliding door or the second or the third or whatever. But the important things are being dismissed. Like when Dylan's friend called her a turkey, the guy says that when they seen her, she was laughing. Ha ha ha, you guys are acting like I'm the one that got killed. Now that shit right there, that's the shit that you need to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? How the fact that even she posted on her social media, whatever she posted, that she saw them when they got home, whatever it is, that supposedly, like, you know, that her room was on the third floor, or that she went downstairs to the kitchen and saw them. When she said she went downstairs from her room, means her room was on the third floor. That's what I'm understanding. And why not? If Kaylee supposedly didn't live there no more. Remember, Kaylee didn't talk to Maddie for like almost a year, even on their birthday, you know, before that. Meaning Kaylee wasn't there all that time, so that room wasn't going to be empty that whole time. So obviously somebody moved in there. Those pictures from Dylan, I believe they're old. I believe she was in Kaylee's old room. And that's why in the supposedly PCA it states that somebody passed through the room, whatever. That door from Kaylee's room is next to the hallway. But either way, I don't believe it went down like that. But in my opinion, I believe she was in the third floor room, you know? But that's me. That's what, you know? That's what was said on her post from her Instagram, or whatever it was. But, I mean, that's being dismissed. Also, Showalter's post. Jack Showalter said how we were all deceived, how they deceived the public on who the real rideshare driver was. I mean, how they made us all believe that it was a certain person, but it's not him. And who planted the knife sheath and all that. Those are real facts right there. That's from his real account. But what happens? That's also being dismissed. Why? Because all these fucking misinformation agents, they persuade you to look the other way. They don't want you to see those things, the real things that are facts that you know, will make you see the things that really are or aren't, or the contradictions and everything. Look at the audio I put out on my last video. Nobody seems to believe it. You know, you could go on the videos yourself, you know, and enhance the volume, and you're gonna hear the same thing. But nah, it's not coming from inside 1122. Of course it ain't. Of course it's not. Don't you see all this fucking shit going on out here? But whatever, you know. Like I said, it was staged. And if you guys want to believe in little fucking stupid theories or all these extra people, you know, like Tommy talking about this guy in prison, you know, hey, you better be careful, because these people in prison, they could touch you out here. Believe me, the day they find out their name is being put out there, like on this type of crime, you will be touched, homeboy. You know what I mean? You will be touched. Believe me. You know what I'm saying? But shows how fucking stupid you are. You know? All these people like Robert too. You know what I mean? Blocking me when when I go on chat and put facts out. And another thing is that gas station footage that's blurred out. It's not a Elantra. The Elantra headlights go all the way almost up to the windshield, the corner of them. They go halfway, like almost down near to where the door is at, to the driver. That's where the headlight ends, halfway, like past the wheel well. That car, look at the headlight, it's not like that, In my opinion, it's a Lexus. And what a coincidence that the Oregon Elantra was registered, was once registered to the leasing agent to the 1122. It was once owned by him, and I guess it was now owned by his stepdaughter or whatever. And the white Lexus for the footage, he has one of those. And what a coincidence that white vehicle from the gas station footage was last seen on Conestoga, on the other street, whatever. Same cross streets where he owns a home too, where that girl lives, a stepdaughter. You know what I'm saying? Come on, people. But you know what? Everybody's gonna say I'm crazy, right? I mean, because you guys, to you guys, it's an Elantra, and I don't know what the fuck, But hey, if the Elantra my other car, and it's last seen right there in the corner, the cross streets by where he lives, and he also has a black Jeep, a 2-door, same 2-door Jeep that's seen on Chris McDonald's video, where he's walking down the little walkway, and when he's coming back up, and even when he's coming down that walkway, you can see the 2-door Jeep is parking right there next to the blue dumpster. It's the same Jeep that he owns. Right before he found the glove, the supposedly glove that he found. You know what I'm saying? And on that same footage, if you look to the apartments on the right, the ones next door, in the corner, you can see the gray SUV also that the cops were driving. The Cowboys, the same SUV that's parked. When, hey Maddie, what you tell Adam? I told Adam everything. That same little gray SUV that's parked right there, it's the one that's right there in the corner. It's the same one that's the Cowboys were driving. It's not the one that I showed in the next to the Mustang. That one's Jack Katovich. That's a rideshare. You know what I mean? But there was two gray SUVs, two different ones. You know what I mean? But yeah, I could tell because of the rims. One has 5 little holes on the rim, and the other one has 6 or 7, I believe. That's how I could tell the difference. So, and one is a little lighter than the other one. But so it's on you guys. What you guys want to believe. I know everybody dismisses the Bandfield and Linda Lane. That's what they want you to think. You know what I mean? They fucking did everything to dismiss this footage. First thing they did was try to dismiss the audio because they know that sooner or later we would put everything together, Not what happened. That footage of Linda Lane is also all blurred out too, They blur out everything where everything's going on. But if you guys strip out where it says AM, that's where everything's happening at, right there on AM. And it's all blurred out right there. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, all that stuff is blurred out on the top, which shows the Bandfield. Actually, the apartments right here that shows the parking lot and part of the Bandfield and behind these guys, like where the 3 kids were standing behind them. It shows, you can see all the way over there, but it's blurred out. But you can see when the car is passing heavy through the headlights. But you guys stay sucker free. And if you really care about justice and the truth coming out, study this footage a lot. Try different filters and all that, and you'll see what's been done. Alright, so you guys have a good one. And to all the people that are out there misleading everybody, trying to make them look the other way, you ain't no different than these guys in their own lives themselves. You got blood. You got blood on your hands too. That's all I gotta say, and you will be dealt with. Believe me. All right. Peace.